Hi, I'm Brian McWhorter, author of The Ultimate Tae Kwon Do, and thank you for checking out my book. I wrote this book to be able to help traditional martial artists get the most out of their training time, and maybe to guide people who haven't gotten into the martial arts to help decide whether or not it's for them. It's a big commitment of time and energy to pursue a traditional martial art, especially if your goal is to get a black belt. So I wanted to give the methods, the training methods, and the guidance that we use to help accelerate training for our students. And I think it'll work for you as well. There are certain things that if you capture and truly understand, it will accelerate your training. For instance, for any technique, for a strike, a kick, or punch to be effective, there are 5 components that are necessary for it: timing, speed, accuracy, power, and form. Form is just mechanical purity. What is the correct and best movement to generate what you want in terms of speed and power? When you understand these and how to train specifically for them, your training will be much more effective and a lot more fun. There's something about progress that excites all of us. If we're doing an endeavor and we see that we're moving forward and becoming better at what we're trying to gain skill at, it's exciting. It's fun and it's very rewarding. So there are those 5 components we talked about in the book. There are only 3 variables that people will deal with in sparring. So it's important to understand those sparring elements. And I'm talking about not MMA, but upright, such as in sport karate and Tae Kwon Do. There are really only 3 variables you're going to deal with, and those are timing, distance, and angles. So understanding those and how to put those variables in an advantage for you and a disadvantage for your opponent is very important. Just understanding distancing, how to control that critical distance line and close the gap is very important. We'll talk in the book about the 4 strategies for sparring. There are really 4 strategies that almost every competitor is going to fall into, and that's the counter fighter, attacker, runner, and elusive runner. And there are times where you'll want to use one of these or all of them. So it's important to understand these strategies and how to defend against them, to recognize what your opponent is using and to be able to set up the best strategy to counter that. The last thing is there are attributes that any athlete wants that goes great for his given sport. And we talk about those in the book. The importance of flexibility, endurance, and stamina. More stamina is like gas in the tank. For a 2-minute or 3-minute match or a match with several rounds, you don't want to run out of gas. So what are the things that you can do that give you a bigger gas tank, that increase your stamina, increase your ability to go longer? So we cover all those in the book. What I basically do is just break down the components and give you the ways to train for these. And throughout the book I talk about it's so important to have fun with training. If we're not enjoying what we're doing, then we're not going to stick with it. We want to see progress and we want to have fun. So I wrote this book with that in mind. So with that, take the tools, use them. If something doesn't seem to work for you, move on. Pick what works and disregard what doesn't. But I wrote this in such a fashion that I believe any traditional martial art will gain from it. So with that in mind, read on, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.